My balls are twisted in my seatbelt, so that f***ing hurt. How long is this going to be? It's definitely going to be a few minutes. They got 2 barrels that are tipped over that they're going to have to refill and then put back in place. So if you want to go ahead and get your twisted balls back where they need to be, then go ahead. I think I lost my right nut somewhere.
Hello, everybody. I'm back in the studio with Kim and Chuck.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Nice to be back. Happy you guys can bring me in house this week. It was awesome.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you've got a sporty jacket on.
Thank
I'm
you.
jealous.
Sporty.
It's very aerodynamic. I like to be slick, sleek. I don't know what material they call this.
I don't know. Can I touch it?
you can touch it.
Is that vinyl?
Ooh.
Might be
Leather?
vinyl. Pleasurable leather. I don't know.
Pleasurable leather?
Yeah, I don't know. But it's something. And it's autographed, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know if Larson got his damn situation picked up. Hey, we got a fan outside.
Oh, the first time they actually noticed us. No! Look, he's totally cracking up at us. He doesn't even know what we're saying.
All I see is a tree. I can't see the fan from my vantage
He's got a
point.
Landon Castle shirt on, by the way.
Is it Landon Castle?
It's not Landon
Okay.
Castle.
It's not Landon Castle.
Okay.
And he's got a Kyle Bush hat on, so he's got
Yeah.
and he's calling his friends probably to come down. That's
you guys,
awesome.
Listen to the show later today on NASCAR.com, and
That's
you'll
amazing.
Hear them talk about me.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Our first
Sweet.
in-house fan.
I'm so excited. He noticed us.
That's so
and
cool.
Took the time, and he's here early in the morning.
I think we're more excited than he is.
I think so. Yeah, I think he is calling his mom though. I think he's calling his mom. He's like, "Mom."
It's like the Today Show. Remember when they used to have the windows where people could... Do they still do that?
Yeah,
Where you
I
could
think they
wave
still
and
do that.
stuff?
It's just,
We're not that big yet. We're getting there.
yeah.
We got our first one.
It is always funny though when like people see a camera, they just go crazy. They're
And
like,
they automatically
weird.
assume it's live.
Yeah. Yep.
Automatically assume
Yeah.
it's live.
Especially race fans. They're like, "Hey, you gonna put me on TV? What channel is this gonna be on?"
No, they love to be on TV. It's great. It's great. Anyway, we got sidetracked.
You were on
I
TV.
feel like Kim
We
over
got
here.
twisted up
Yeah.
here because of the fan.
Oh, twisted up.
Oh.
And Larson's
Balls were
situation.
twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, I feel like that's
Doesn't that happen
a
pretty
very real
frequently?
thing that could happen more often than people think.
Yeah, it sometimes happens. With all the lap belts we run nowadays, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there, and it's hard to kind of align yourself properly. I guess that's the best way to say it before you really crank down. And honestly, Dover's like the worst place because you're moving all around. So, yeah, that sucks. I've had that happen before, and it's like you think your balls are in a vice.
Oh,
Literally.
No. A vice.
It's one of those things like, and this is going to sound weird, like I'm watching people get in the car, but when you're editing a video and you
there's
have
a lot of
slow motion
grabbing.
of drivers
There's a lot
climbing
of-
in cars, there's a lot of just positioning and hoisting
Grabbing
and then climbing in.
moving
Yeah.
and
You gotta do the pre-position before you get in the car, and then while you're in the car, while you're putting your lap belts on, you have to make sure that it's still in the right position and ready for liftoff.
Is that why there's a lot of like
Sounded weird.
like this, like a lot of like
Like
shifting,
shifting.
A lot of shifting, yeah,
moving around?
yeah. Trying to get your butt,
Yeah.
and then your other stuff,
I'm-
get ready to go.
glad I don't have balls. They seem to get in the way a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how you guys live your lives.
I mean,
Same with woman,
Yeah.
breasts.
Yeah, I don't know, but you can wear like a good tight sports bra and strap those
We
puppies
can wear
down.
Speedos. Good old Speedos. To be honest with you, like some of the I don't know what you call them. They're like the tighter
compression
Compression
shorts.
shorts.
compression shorts, like Ethica and stuff. Wear those are awesome.
Do you wear those in the car?
I guess those are like sports bras.
Yeah, I guess sports bras
Yeah.
for balls.
Yeah,
So-
I wear them in the car. Yeah,
It's a compression
kind
thing.
of keeps everything
Sporting events, yeah.
set.
I don't know.
Same
Like, how
type
do
of
you
thing.
even like walk and run? I just don't understand.
You
They get in the way.
move one leg in front of the other, and
know.
then you sort of lean forward a little
I
bit, and you get
just-
some motion going, and then boom, you're walking and running.
Yeah,
I just feel like they would be always in the way.
left foot, right foot.
Yeah.
They'll gain momentum, and then you can actually differentiate the speed that you want to run at. It's crazy.
Like, how do
crazy.
you ride a bike or a horse or anything?
Well, I don't ride horses. Because horses scare me.
Horses, like,
Horse-
Yes.
just
All you actually need is peppermints. Horses love peppermints. Just keep your hand very flat. This is a trick. You
I can
keep
bite
it
my
very,
hand
very
off.
flat so they don't.
hate cinnamon.
They hate cinnamon?
Sorry.
Those movie quotes. Always.
What movie is that from?
Hangover. Yeah. Tigers hate cinnamon.
Tigers love pepper.
They hate cinnamon.
Oh man. I forget what we were just talking about. We got on the horses,
Twisted
and
balls,
peppermints
and we got all twisted
sports
up.
bras.
Yeah, it's all. Speaking of twisted, not really twisted. You worked your way around Miles the Monster on Saturday. Got a little trophy, got a little monster. So maybe the sign and our names and lights helped you out there?
It did, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Went in Saturday. Wish we could have had a half as good a run Sunday, but at least we got into the next round. But yeah, Saturday was fun. Got a little Miles the Monster and saw you in Victory Lane, which was great.
Yeah.
And
Badass
I think,
trophy.
do you want to go like Back to the Future in this thing, like back in time? I never really saw. I've never seen Back to the Future.
I was doing the thing,
but
Kim looks confused.
yeah,
Because you were confused at what he was cueing.
No, I
you.
wasn't. I wasn't confused.
Okay.
I knew exactly.
Okay.
Let me see if I can crank up the old, TARDIS.
So yeah, we're now in Victory Lane. We got video on the podcast now, so we can toss to us in Victory Lane.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh well, hey, future us. Yeah,
So
yeah, we won. We were able to win in the Xfinity race and get a monster finally. I've been wanting a monster for a long time, and really cool to get in Victory Lane with these 22 Xfinity guys. I've been driving a lot this year in their car, and I think we've run second like 4 or 5 times. So it was nice to break through and get a win. And I think I got about 4 more races till the end of the year with these guys. So hopefully we can get a few more.
Well, and at the end of the race, you gave the checkered flag to a kid in the stands. What inspired you to do that?
I don't really know. I don't really ever keep the checkered flag. I just like the trophy. And I saw, I think it's awesome what they do on the front stretch with Victory Lane of interviewing the drivers, and then you can interact with fans. And I saw a kid, and I figured, hey, why not give him the checkered flag? I don't need it. And he came in and got a photo with us in Victory Lane, so that was pretty cool. But I don't know, maybe that'll be a new tradition. I thought that was it was pretty cool to see all the kids. I saw tons of kids, and we appreciate those guys coming out and enjoying the race at a young age, and hopefully they can be fans for a long time.
It's a pretty cool tradition. One other question before we go back into the studio with us. Dover put our sign on the front stretch on their Dover Down sign. Do you think that had any effect on your performance today?
100%. It had everything to do with it. I got here Thursday night and I saw it, and I just said, I'm going to win once, if not twice, this weekend. And, when I see stuff like that, it just gets me going, fires me up. And if more tracks will do it, maybe I'll win more. So I know a lot of tracks have done it already, and I haven't won, so I'm just making an excuse. But I appreciate Dover doing that. That was pretty cool. So we can say having that on the sign at Dover Downs want us to race. We can say that.
Boom. You want to toss it back to us in studio?
Yeah, back to Chuck, Kim, and myself in the NASCAR Hall of Fame studio.
nice.
Good toss.
Nice.
I
That was
like
a good
that.
toss.
Yeah.
A little Back to the Future action.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, just
Time travel.
The fact that now people can see us in the studio and we look completely different than we did on Saturday.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Time
Wearing
flies.
Sunglasses and a fire suit.
No,
Yeah.
I'm in no sunglasses, and
In a different.
That thing
Type of
could have been
suit.
a fire suit back in the.
it might have been.
Could have passed for one.
Or like a
I was
go-kart
watching.
fire suit.
I hadn't seen it NASCAR through the decades or whatever that NBC is, but they were doing the 70s. I forget what the teams wore during pit stops. They had garb on like that.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
hopping over the wall, cigarette in the mouth.
That's how you should do it, man. Just cigarette hanging
I
out.
wish people still did it like that.
That's the sign of a good mechanic too. Is if they're working on the engine of the car and they got a cigarette hanging out of the mouth and there's no ashes that have fallen off.
It's just one long.
Just one long, yeah.
Yeah,
That's how
ash
you
trail.
know you got a good
Yeah.
mechanic.
Especially if they're working on the fuel tank.
Yeah.
And we're
Well, yeah, that's pretty good right there. I'm just gonna set this over here.
playing with danger.
Yeah.
That's right now.
That trophy though is really cool. Where are you gonna put it?
It's a monster.
Did they put the little car? Does the Xfinity Series one have the car in the hand like the big one? Oh,
No, it's the
dang.
little one, and he just has both of his fists
That's
closed.
still really cool.
So, but there's little holes in his fist. You could put stuff in there. I don't know what I'd put in there, maybe a checkered flag or something.
You didn't keep it though.
No, I didn't keep it. Yeah.
That's okay.
I
That was my
stepped on
favorite
it.
moment
was-
of the weekend.
And it was spontaneous, right? That was just sort of there's a kid. I'm gonna get here. You go.
Yeah, I
Have
don't
a
know.
flag.
We were up on the front stretch doing the interview with NBC, and I was getting back in the car, and I looked, and a bunch of fans were lined up on the fence, and he was just the first one I saw, pretty much, and I don't know, why not give it to him? So-
It took some convincing though. The video, you beckon him over, and then you gotta point at him and beckon him some more. He was a little timid.
He was very shy. I never got his name. Him and his mother came to Victory Lane, and they got a picture with us. But so I waved him over, and he didn't really, want to come over. He was kind of timid, and then he was gonna come, and then the security guard wouldn't let him. So I had to tell the security guard let him come, and but that was cool. He came to Victory Lane. It was cool. They let him in, and we got a picture.
Cool.
With Miles.
I got a theory why he might have been a little bit timid.
Why?
He's a Kyle Larson fan.
He was a Kyle Larson fan, and he's
you're
like, "That's
Ryan
not
Blaney."
And he's like, "That's not Kyle Larson."
Trying to poach the fans?
Yeah. I'm trying to steal fans. I steal fans.
Fan stealer?
Fan stealer.
Just stealing all the Dales. All the bad stuff. I'm just the bad guy, so I steal all fans. So,
But if they're coming to you though, is it really stealing?
no, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You're just
That's
being
their
open
decision.
to. You're saying, hey, it's like a campaign, a candidate, if you will.
Yeah.
It's like, be my fan.
And why do you only have to have one driver?
Yeah.
Cam Brady, no 12.
Cam Brady 12.
Yeah, I mean, you can have multiple drivers.
Yeah.
I like multiple drivers. I had multiple drivers growing up I liked, so.
You always hear kids saying, well, my first favorite driver is Ryan Blaney,
that's so
and my
cute.
second favorite driver is Kyle Bush.
No, they don't say Kyle Bush. They say Eminem's car.
Yeah, my second favorite driver is Eminem's car.
And my mom's favorite driver
Yeah, you always get the parents'
is
favorite
Jimmy
driver.
Johnson. Yeah, it's crazy. The parents have a big influence on it. But no, it's cool. I saw a bunch of kids at Dover. That was pretty neat. Lots of them. Lots of children.
Chitlins.
Pennywise would have been loving it. Pennywise is a clown because it just steals kids. That was an It reference.
I've never seen either It.
I still haven't seen any of the
You guys, I'm going to bring it up every podcast till you see
until
it.
we see it.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it up.
I guess we should go. I'm gonna go. If I go, I'm gonna go in the middle of the day, so it's less scary.
No. Tell me when you go, though,
Okay.
and where you go.
No.
He's going to be sitting in the back with a red balloon.
I'm gonna give you
and
false
clown
information,
makeup.
so you show up at a random theater with nobody you know.
Just hire clowns to go to every theater.
within a 30-mile radius of Kim's.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened. That clowns haven't showed up.
That has happened.
Oh, it has?
Somebody posted it on the internets the other day.
Oh,
that there was a
wow.
clown
Yeah.
sitting, like the guy showed up early and the clown's just like sitting there.
The only one there. Like, so you walk in, the clown was sitting to where, like, you have like the walkway, you have like the front
Yeah.
seats, and then like walkway, and then the back seats. He was sitting on the front seat, right in front of the walkway,
Just waiting for people to
he
come
was
in?
just sitting there and had just a balloon, and all
crazy.
clown face, and fully dressed.
That's what you could be for Halloween.
I thought about that, but I don't want to wear a bunch of makeup
Oh, dang.
because
And if you're going to be a clown, you got to go all in.
you
You
gotta
have
go
to
all
be,
in. I
like,
can't
full
dress up
face.
and then no face makeup.
Do like a red nose. That's like,
Yeah.
come on.
No.
Who are you kidding?
No, so I don't know. Yeah, we were discussing what we're gonna do for Halloween. I think we're gonna do our podcast out at SEMA.
Yeah.
And that's Halloween week. So, did you guys put any thought into what you'd be?
I haven't thought. We also need to decide if we're trying to coordinate and do costumes together as like character of similar things, or if we're just every man for himself, but we all dress up.
Right. I'm
I think either one could be fantastic if you do
Yes.
it right.
I'm leaning towards the sheriff from Stranger Things.
Okay.
I have the patch already, the
Yeah.
Hawkins PD patch.
Nice.
Yeah, you said that, and I was like, maybe I'll be 11, but I don't want to shave my head.
But then
But
there's
I could do the blonde wig 11, but I feel like that's kind of last year, even though the second season's coming out this year.
And it actually would probably come out on Halloween, so it
Ooh,
would
that might be
be
perfect.
time appropriate.
Yeah.
The other thing we have, the sign behind you. We could recreate that.
Oh wow.
yeah.
I just have to walk down and fire suit down all
Fire
day.
suit
And
down. Yeah, that'd be
yeah.
too easy.
Yeah.
it would be too easy. And people were like, "What the hell are you?"
Yeah.
What are you? Like,
Just-
oh,
For
I'm me.
ourselves in
I have
our
a podcast.
art.
I'm just wearing a Darth Vader helmet.
Yeah.
With no face. no face. I'm Dark Helmet and Spaceballs. Rick Moranis.
And they don't even specify what else you're wearing. You just be wearing a T-shirt.
Yeah.
You're like, I just have a Darth.
Just wearing
Darth helmet.
my T-shirt.
People would see me in that outfit, and I'd just be holding a microphone, and they'd be like, "Are you an American Idol contestant? Like, what is happening?"
She's a 70s pop singer. Maybe Kiki D getting ready to do a duet with Elton John. Don't go breaking my heart.
Oh man.
Yeah, I did.
We'll work on
Or we
costuming.
flip it up. You go as Darth Vader. You go as Blaney, and I'll go as you, Kim.
That actually would be funny.
That'd be really funny.
I'm not wearing the Leia bikini, but
Well,
Yeah.
Underneath that garment, you can wear the lay bikini. If it gets hot, you just rip it off. Yeah. I don't know. I think it'd be good. I think we should surprise each other.
Yeah, I don't think
though.
we should tell 'em.
Like, if we don't do a group, we should surprise each other and see who has the best one.
ooh, like a costume contest.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we'll be in Vegas, so I mean, you
You
gotta.
gotta go balls to the wall in Vegas, I think.
There's weird people who dress up like that, like it's Halloween on the regular.
Speaking of balls to the wall,
I thought the fucking video of the SUV hitting the car here at the Hall of Fame yesterday was hilarious.
Whose car did it
So
hit?
good.
I thought it was just the.
Was it just a pace?
Keselowski was the only one actually driving out of the car, correct? Like in terms of drivers doing the laps around the city, I think Keselowski was the only actual driver. The others were non-driver drivers.
Non-driver drivers.
Like not NASCAR drivers.
Right.
Like whoever
Yeah.
does like the show car drivers.
I think it was the Charlotte. It had like Charlotte decals on it, but it was an actual like
It was actual race car.
Yeah, and which was kind of
Nobody
neat.
nobody flinches in the video though. All of the bystanders, they're just business as usual.
Yeah.
Well, it looked like it just sort of like ran up and then landed.
It was so
Yeah.
awesome.
Like it wasn't like there was any damage other than it just sort of ramped up, got a little airborne, and then
yeah. I don't know. I would love to see. I wish that person would have kept recording.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
did the girl like I heard it was a girl driving, of course, a girl driving the the SUV. I don't know if she ever got out of her car or if she just kept on going.
I'd keep going. It's like I don't want to get out. I don't want to get out.
I'd be too embarrassed.
Well, if you get out, then you got to stop.
Right front damage.
She couldn't get out of the car, or else she was going to be done
Yeah,
for the day.
that's true.
Yeah, you can't get out.
Yeah.
Stay in it.
It was so funny though.
Yeah, stay in there.
I
it was
have
hilarious.
always thought that it would be awesome if somehow, some way, we could run a race through the streets of Charlotte, like on like 277.
Don't people actually
Yeah.
race that loop? Like in the night?
Legally race.
Oh, you
I'm
want a
talking
legal
like I'm
race.
talking like a
I think
NASCAR
people do that
event.
loop though, like in the wee hours. I've heard.
Like 3 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Kim's doing some after hours midnight illegal street racing.
Fast and Furious.
No, but like get some race cars out there and actually
That'd be cool.
That would be
a
fun.
sanctioned event.
Yeah, F1 races on street courses.
Yeah.
IndyCar does too.
I forget which series it was.
Monaco
I've done it.
is
There
on the
was, like,
streets of
a
Monaco.
I remember going to a Miami street race like way long ago. Like
Was it
through the
St.
streets of
Petersburg?
Miami.
They race in St.
Long
Pete.
Beach.
Yeah.
Don't they
Little
do that
island.
in Long Beach?
Long Beach too. Yeah.
That'd be actually really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just kind of block it off, but have some highway.
Right.
Have like 3 miles of highway to where just hauling ass.
Let her open. You could probably the question I would have is where would you like put pit lane?
Yeah.
I
Is that
think
thought?
you make it a. Are you talking about like a full race or just like a showcase?
I mean, I would like a full race.
I'd like a full race. Not like super long. I mean,
No.
200
I'm
mile
saying.
race.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So long enough that you will need a pit stop.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, these streets, I don't know what they're going to do to tires. They might chew them up, so you might need a couple sets.
Ooh,
Gots to pit.
true.
Yeah. I mean, have you driven on these roads?
Yeah.
Like
They're terrible.
crazy
It's
dog.
because Raleigh hates us. That's my theory.
Raleigh.
The Charlotte,
Like the
and
actual city
Yes, Raleigh
seethes
hates
hate
Charlotte.
for
So
Charlotte.
Charlotte is a more popular city than Raleigh. I
course.
think a lot of people think that Charlotte is the capital of North Carolina, which it's not. It's Raleigh. So Raleigh's a little jealous, and we don't get infrastructure money, or they just make it slow. There's a lot of red tape.
Well, Raleigh should do a better job of being a fun city. I haven't been to Raleigh in years, but
I haven't either.
It actually is coming
Is it
up a little
cool
bit.
now?
There's some cooler spots in Raleigh now. Like they got some cool-ish.
Is it hipster?
Yeah, a little bit.
hipsters, that's the way
good bars.
everyone's going.
You know,
You would think it would be more hipster because all of the colleges
it
are
is
over there.
It is. It's pretty young, hip kids.
Colleges over there, like Duke and
State,
Chapel Hill and stuff.
NC State.
State
yeah.
and Chapel Hill's closed. and
Central,
there's a couple other.
yeah.
Yeah, Central.
Central.
Jack Damon colleges. They got
I always forget that Raleigh's.
You got NC State. You got the Tar Heels.
out there in Chapel Hill.
One of my buddies
The
talk,
Duke Blue Devils.
dad talks like that with a big old dip in his mouth.
Oh goodness.
That's slow. I'm like, you mean to talk that slow? Or is that literally how you talk? But anyways.
You know, they're probably walking around in the streets of Raleigh with these dad bags.
Yeah.
Oh,
So for folks who
I
haven't
found
seen
these.
dad bags, you found them?
I found.
You should
Yeah, I
talk
don't know
about
where
them.
Oh, they're fanny packs. Do you not remember? I'm trying to bring the fanny pack
Oh, I
back.
know.
You gave me this look. Like I actually just bought a new fanny pack the other day.
I bought a new fanny pack. It's
But it-
bedazzled and it's
no,
got my
it's
name
like
on it.
It's a belt fanny pack, so you can string it through your belt loops.
Oh.
So it's leather. It's kind of like a
Oh.
satchel.
Wait.
So it's a leather.
It's an actual
so it's
working
a
belt,
It's a working belt,
but it's got
a
So it's a
built-in.
utility belt.
oh wow.
kind of, but it's a bigger satchel.
How do you get it in your belt?
Indiana
loops?
Jones carried one.
Well, there's enough loopage, like enough belt part that you don't really need to worry about that. I'll wear it maybe next week.
You should wear it.
I'll wear it and show you.
Carry some things in there.
Because again, I'm still trying to bring the fanny pack
little
back.
tchotchkes.
So this,
Is
fine
the-
folks, which we can
dad
put
bag.
B-roll over it. I don't
Yeah.
know why I feel like I need to hold it to the camera.
Dad
It
bag.
is a dad bag, and it's a fanny pack that looks like a dad bod stomach. So
Dad
basically
belly.
a beer belly.
Yeah.
And it's appropriate in the photo. They're putting a beer in the belly. You can keep actual beers in your beer belly fanny pack.
Or your
I mean, it's-
phone.
It looks realistic to me.
If that's not American innovation at its finest, I don't know what the hell is.
I am surprised I haven't seen this at a racetrack.
I don't know if they've been sold yet because I did a little bit of research on
you
it,
did
and I
the
don't
research.
think they're out yet.
Oh, really?
How much would you pay for a dad bag?
$15.
Yeah, not that much.
$15.
$15. The
Not that
dadbag.com
much.
is their website. Pretty specific, pretty straight up. I mean,
Yeah.
The dad bag.
Well, and if you go on there, like I can't tell if it's a real thing or just like a hipster joke.
Yeah.
That this is
No,
what.
I think it's a real thing.
but there's
but
nowhere on the
semi-joke.
webpage that says
You think they're pranking
here's
people?
a Kickstarter here or here's a place to go.
I just believe it because we saw those. I think we talked about on the podcast the bathing suits that were dad bod bathing suits.
The onesies.
Yeah, the onesies, and those were real.
They were real.
They were real.
I mean, these could be real.
I'm sure
I
they'll-
just haven't seen where you can purchase them yet.
I'm sure they'll put them into production. I mean, I'd like to be an investor because they're going to make so much money. Every college kid's going to buy that.
Is that $1 million idea or like a $100 idea?
I think
mean,
it's-
is it going to make a lot of money or just you know what?
I think it's
a
going
little
to do decent.
It's beer money.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be okay.
beer money. Yeah, it's enough to invest a little bit of dough in. But if the dad bag guys are listening,
I
like to
wonder why.
invest.
I wonder why they chose red stripe to
Yeah.
put in the
Hooray, beer.
picture. Did they just come back from a Jamaican vacation?
I don't know, but they've got different styles. It's not just the one.
I did not. I
Oh,
clearly
yeah.
did not do enough.
You didn't do the research.
They got
gotta
hair,
do the
They got
research.
hairier bellies.
They
and
have a
stuff.
range. Oh yeah, and they have names. Like the one that we're looking at is the Allen.
Oh, they have names.
They have names. You have the Allen, the Derek, the Mangus, the Bobby, the Wolfgang, and the Sherman.
The Wolfgang.
The Sherman
Are they
is
just
the
like
hairiest.
different flesh tones?
Yeah, different flesh
Okay.
tones, different
Different
levels of girth.
hairiness?
Yeah,
Oh, girth.
hairiness, girth. The Wolfgang
What's the-
is sunburned.
What's the largest one's name?
Mangus?
Mangus. I'm Mangus.
Magnus. Sorry, Magnus.
Magnus.
I was about to say
I mean,
Mangus.
that
Yeah,
makes
that's a-
Mangus, Magnus. They're both sort of. It looks like
Magnus,
fat bastard's
Magnus.
belly. That's
Well,
It
you have to differ, I
does.
guess. I guess you have to, I guess those are their sizes, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I can't wear a Magnus because, a bigger guy's got to wear a Magnus. I got to wear a
True.
smaller one.
You could probably pull off the Bobby.
The Bobby?
Yeah,
Bobby.
Yeah.
That's good. I feel like a Bobby belly suits me.
Kim, I would feel would either be the Sherman or the Wolfgang.
Oh,
Yeah.
sunburn.
Yeah, or
I do have
extremely
a fair complexion.
extremely hairy.
The Wolfgang.
Well,
Oh,
that's the thing about the
extremely hairy.
Sherman. It's pale and then hair.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
just thought of an innovation for this, and the dad bod,
Bod.
dad bag people are going to thank me. In their belly button, they should put
Some
a bottle.
lint?
They should put a bottle opener.
You were a genius. Why are you a race car driver? You need to be like an inventor.
He's an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That
can't.
is genius.
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
It's the
And then you
Shark
walk
Tank of
around and
emotion.
just have people popping beers open in
pop
your
on my belly. Hey man, you got a bottle opener? No.
Yep.
Right here.
Right here.
Right here. Yeah, you're welcome.
belly.
Yeah. Like, you sure, bro? Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it, man.
Only hurts a little bit.
That would be so awesome. That's.
I mean,
that's gonna make it $1 million
sheer
idea.
genius.
Jeez, you can buy one with or without. I mean, it's your preference, but
Why would you want one without?
I don't know. I mean, you're save a couple bucks here and there, I
Yeah.
guess. But you're gonna spend that on a bottle opener anyway. So why not have one in your pouch?
in your belly button.
Boom. See, that's what we do here. We bring synergy to already existing
We're
ideas.
changing the world.
We are. We're making the world a better place.
Mm-hmm.
We don't actually invent things. We just think of things to do to already invent things.
It's like, yeah, that's nice. You did a good job inventing this. But what if you did this?
Improvement.
I hate to do this, but your product
But-
needs this.
Your product's good,
Needs a
but it
little
could be
help.
better.
Yeah.
Well, it's like this other thing that I have on this sheet, the floafers. It's like they
Yeah.
took a product, Crocs,
And made them into loafers.
and tried to church them up.
yeah.
It's nice for a beach wedding. I've been to a lot of beach weddings. For the gentlemen, what are you giving me a
I'm
face
just
for?
like you would actually wear those floafers, Crocs. You're gonna wear Crocs.
They're more attractive than Crocs.
They are. I'd wear them to the banquet. It's hot out in Vegas.
How much money do we need to pay you to wear those to the banquet?
I want you to
walk
cover
the red carpet. You don't have to wear them for the whole banquet.
I want you to cover purchase and shipping costs.
Okay.
And just give me $100.
$100.
Yeah, I can buy a few drinks for the $100 in Vegas. Wear the red carpet.
It was apparently they were invented by a guy that went to Western Carolina, which is a school up in Western North Carolina.
You got a lot of rivers over there. Or
they do.
Okay.
Come on, there's some trout fishing. You can do up there.
Those could be river shoes.
You can do some floating down the river in an inner tube with those. I feel like you'd wear Crocs or just regular sneakers if you're doing that though.
We talk a lot about Crocs on this show.
Because secretly, Ryan is going to wear those to the banquet. Crocs.
Yeah, not loafers.
Yeah.
Crocs. Yeah, you got to let your feetsies breathe.
I would wear the loafers over the Crocs.
But the Crocs have like a little strap on the back.
I don't care. Those are like clogs.
Clogs?
Oh, yeah.
Like, Crocs are like clogs.
Modern day clogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would wear clogs, by the way, back in the day? Wooden cloggy shoes. They're so
Can you imagine
uncomfortable.
running in clogs?
That'd be so bad. You could
like a
you
little
could
horse.
kick some ass though.
Is there a horse galloping around here?
Like if you got in a fight, you can clog someone in the back of the head. Wow. But speaking of
fights.
yes. We're on the same wavelength.
Making transitions.
Newman and Gordon had a deal going on this weekend.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
That was funny.
So
yeah.
Chazé was looking like he was going to get that win.
Yeah, he was going to. We had an issue, and I was just riding around there, and I was watching the screen on the front stretch. I'm like, he's going to get it. And at the very end, he got passed, I guess. I didn't see it until after the race. But, yeah, I guess Gordon said something to Newman sarcastically.
I think he said something like thanks for the help, bud.
Yeah.
Because Newman is trying to stay on the lead lap.
Yeah,
because if Newman gets past, that's it. He's doing everything he can to save points.
Yeah, he's racing for trying to get in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a caution, I mean, he's wanting to stay on the lead lap.
Right.
He's not just going to lay over. So,
right.
I mean, you can't blame him for that. But, I mean, kind of the way it goes, I guess, sometimes. But, yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Norman.
Norman. Good old Norman came up there.
Norman.
Hello.
Yeah, I was going to say Newman, and I was going to say Gordon.
Gordon.
If I can
That's
combine
good.
them.
It's a good combination.
But I guess they apologized after the race. But you don't want to make Ryan Newman mad. He's kind of big.
He like tensed up too when he was like put on his fight stance.
Raised them shoulders up.
Them shoulders raised. Don't. Especially that guy.
Some would call that bowing up. He bowed up.
Bowed up.
He was ready to go.
He just raised his shoulders.
You look confused, Kim.
No, I'm listening.
All right. Sorry. Somebody get bowed up.
Yeah.
You ready to...
I feel.
What'd you say, bro?
I feel like
What'd you say, bro?
Newman lives his life bowed up though.
He does. He's a bowed up person.
Don't you feel like he always walks around like he's about to
ready
be in a fight?
I mean, watching his in-car, like he's just sitting there. It's like
it's intense.
He's the most tense driver.
He's getting it done.
I do want to ask you this. You said you're just driving down the front stretch, just watching the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have said that. But,
I can clip that out if you need me to.
I don't care. Yeah, we had an issue, and we had something that was gonna fail like the last 40 laps, so we were really taking it easy. And I could kind of look up at the pylon every now and then and see where everyone was running.
Okay.
I couldn't really see, they got them big fan visions.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really see those, but I could see the scoring pylon, down the front stretch. You don't have a lot of time, but I could see like the
quick
top.
look.
Yeah, to see if, who was leading, who was running where.
When you initially said it, I just had this sort of like mental image of you just sort of like cruising. And it's slower at like, 55 down the front stretch, like one arm out the window, just like, oh, that's a pretty good battle going on right there. All right, won't hit the turn. All right, here we go.
Literally, that's how they used to do it back in the day. Where they could get their arms out the door and just one hand that thing.
Cruise.
Petty won a few races like that, I'm sure.
I mean, Dan Pearson would smoke a cigarette in the car.
That's true. He'd have a few a race, get him going.
Wood Brothers, the car that used to be in the Hall of Fame on Glory Road, had a cigarette lighter in the 21.
Yeah,
so he could light his cigarette. And they tape chewing gum.
Yeah, I knew the chewing gum thing.
Cigarette, like there were cigarettes and chewing gum,
chewing gum.
Easily reachable.
Accessible.
Yeah. Cigarette, chewing gum, another cigarette.
Could you imagine popping the lighter and it popping out in the race car?
That's like the most gangster thing I've ever heard of. Just pushing it in, just driving.
Oh, lighter's ready.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
They
the
had the
coolest
open
thing
face
ever.
helmets, which I love those.
Yeah, I think today you'd have to like just drill a hole,
Yeah.
and then you'd have to have
Yeah,
one
the
of those
long
long
one,
ones.
like
like on a what the stem or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they'd put the cigarette in the stem.
Look like
with
Cruella
those-
de Vil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Snidely whiplash. Yes.
I think that'd be so cool. That'd be awesome.
But smoking's bad.
Smoking's bad for you. Don't smoke, kids.
Don't smoke. No smoking.
Stay away from drugs too.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Drugs are bad. Okay. Oh, hey, my phone's lighting up.
Oh, finally. Been waiting here forever for Kyle Larson is on the line. And
Yeah.
Hello, Kyle. How are you?
What's going on? I'm good. Hanging out at the shop.
At the shop.
It's a legitimate call this time. Last time we had you on, we might have pranked you a little bit. So we
We
apologize.
tried.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
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 That was good.
Yeah. We
Got me.
thought about doing it again, but we figured you would never talk to us again.
I'm on to you guys this time.
I'm on to you.
He's got caller ID on his cellular telephone
Yeah.
nowadays. But you had a good run at Dover, and we heard you had a little issue.
During the red flag.
He's like, which issue?
Yeah, which issue? The engine not refiring or my whole first run of the race?
I think your whole first run of the race.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I'm sure you probably had this problem before, but I felt like I lost a very important piece of my body during that whole first run. So that red flag was timely to allow me to readjust myself and my seatbelts.
That's good. We've all been there. We've all been there, and it's not the funnest
Oh my
thing.
gosh. And there's really high loads at Dover too, so that's probably not the best track to have it happen.
I think Dover's the worst place, and it's the most common for that to happen too. Really, all of mine have been.
Was
All
it-
of my issues.
Oh,
Jimmy Johnson or somebody said it's like driving off of like a building, like you're dropping down what, 5 stories or something like that.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
It's almost like someone described this to me last week. It's like an airplane landing.
Oh, that's a good
Like when
description.
you touch down, like that's what it feels like when you get in the
It's
corner.
like twice a lap.
Yeah.
Maybe that's Chase. I never landed in an airplane, but Chase might know.
Yeah. Depends how rough the landing is, who the pilot is, but
We had another topic that we wanted to run by you as well. After the Xfinity race, young Ryan Blaney over here handed a flag to a fan, and I'm starting rivalries right now. I'm just trying to like bring up,
He's trying to create beef.
trying to create tension and beef. He tried to steal your fan, man.
I know. I saw that.
yeah.
No, that was. Yeah, I saw that, but it was really cool. I didn't, like that's NASCAR is like really into trying to attract young fans, and that was like the best way I feel like to do it. Because I remember when I was, that kid's age or younger, going to World Outlaw races, and after they'd run their trophy dash, I'd run down, and then every other young kid would run down there and try and get the trophy dash winner's winner hat, and I probably got some from Blaney's dad, but Sammy Swindell and Steve Kinzer and guys like that would hand a kid a hat, and I thought that was really cool. So that kind of brought it back. I felt like watching Blaney do that, it reminded me immediately of those times when I was young, and probably at those moments they made me become a even bigger fan than I already was. So I thought that was awesome and a really, really cool thing. Blaney's pretty good at I guess coming up with new ideas to celebrate.
He's an innovator.
Being nice. Being too nice.
Well, I mean, he's just a little bit of an innovator, but kind of just goes back to old times.
He takes an older idea and he improves on it a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I
What we do here.
A little bit.
That's why I'm a fan
And
of
then
this.
gets to take credit for it all.
No, but the kid had a Kyle Larson hat on. I think he had your sweatshirt on too. I think he had a
He was all Kyle
he was
Larson
all
up.
decked
He's a big
out.
fan of yours. But
Yeah.
no, we're not stealing fans over here. We're borrowing.
No, I thought that was awesome.
We're just making kids' days over here. But hey, speaking of what did we want? You should talk to. You should talk to Target. Have you heard of this dad bag?
Dad bag.
So this
Target?
Yeah, you should get one because you are a father.
Uh-huh.
So it's a
Fanny pack.
fanny pack, that is shaped like a belly.
The belly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should try to get with them and sell them in Target.
I know that. Yeah, I don't have much time left. I've only got about 8 weeks left to get it into Target stores, but
That's true.
or less than that. But yeah, I've seen pictures, and gosh, that's hilarious. It looks pretty realistic too, I guess, when it's already on a heavier set guy. But
Yeah.
yeah. Fanny packs are coming in, and that's just one way just to get them even more back in.
You could. We're missing out on a branding opportunity here. Like, this could go in the NASCAR Superstore. If you can personalize the dad bag with a tattoo of your favorite driver or number.
Oh.
So like you could get 42 on the side of the belly, be like a belly tat, and then boom, your dad bag is showing support of your favorite driver.
We continue to improve things over here.
Yeah, that's
everybody needs a fanny pack at the racetrack for sure, because of their scanners and their fan visions and stuff.
Snacks.
So,
exactly.
yeah, you guys might be onto something.
I know my spotter would have one or multiples. You could do that, and then you could do a not a belly, but like a butt crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the shirt is just too small.
Yeah. I think that'd be hilarious. I would love to get one for Talladega in a couple weeks and go out on the boulevard and have a dad bag fanny pack. It'd be pretty awesome.
We should
Party it up.
yeah.
We'll work on that. I'll get you one if I can find a couple.
We were talking about Halloween costumes. Are you going to be anything for Halloween?
Ooh, yeah. Wow, we're in October now. We gotta start thinking about that. I haven't thought. We killed it the last 2 years with Owen. So October of 15. He was kind of just starting to walk, so we dressed him up as like an old grandpa and made a little walker out of PVC pipe, and that was pretty funny. And then last year he was decked out in like a bull rider's outfit, which so he's won the costume contest at MRO the last 2 years. So we're going to have to step it up a little bit this year, but we haven't come up with any ideas.
Yeah, we were
So if
trying.
you guys have any tips,
Okay.
You guys you need to do something all together, like you, Caitlin, and Owen.
Well, so last year I was a rodeo clown, and he was a bull rider, and then Caitlin was Reba McEntire.
Oh,
because she liked
that's kind of coordinating.
She was fancy.
Here's your one chance, fancy. Don't let me down.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to think of ours. I'm trying to go for the as short of shorts I can make. That's kind of that's my thing now for Halloween.
Short shorts.
Short shorts.
He likes to show some man thigh.
Yeah.
Just borrow some hoop shorts from your uncle. I'm sure he had some really back in his college basketball days.
Yeah. The short ones on him would be past my knees on me. He's like 6'6".
That's true. Yeah.
He got some long legs, but yeah. Well, I'm excited to see what you guys come up with for Halloween. I like the last year's was funny with Owen being a rodeo clown. I thought that was really funny. Mm-hmm. But
yeah,
we'll
it's fun to dress. That's the best part of having a kid is getting to just dress them up all the time.
For sure. I wouldn't know anything about that, but maybe
one day, Ryan.
But man, thanks for coming on the air, and we'll see you this weekend in Charlotte.
All right, we'll see you there.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks, bud.
See you guys. Bye.
So we're lobbying Larson, trying to get him on the deal.
Which deal?
The investor deal.
The investor deal.
Yeah, on the bag.
Okay.
I do like the tattoo idea. To add the tattoo.
I'm telling you, like, innovators, never duplicators.
Yes.
That's what we do here on this show.
Yeah.
I keep saying that. That's what we do here. Well, we're about fun
What exactly
here on this
do we
show.
do here on this show?
What do we do?
Nothing.
We just
like
ramble.
the Seinfeld of podcasts.
Yeah.
It's a podcast about nothing.
It's true.
Like we throw out ideas like a day before, and then maybe we'll talk about them, maybe we won't, or we'll just riff.
So I like riffing.
go with the flow.
Riffing's sometimes good. The one thing I do like about this, we get out of it, is things we come up with and like talk about. Don't invent.
Yeah. Improve.
Like improve. Fans will send us, I'm sure you guys get it too, like links of things that are pretty close to it or already invented.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this. Like things were already invented. So that part is pretty cool.
It was fun.
To know the fans actually listen to the whole episode and not get tired of it and turn it off halfway through. But,
I mean, that happens.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there.
Well, the good thing about a podcast is it's not like on live TV, so you can pause it and come back to it later.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although you can do that with DVR.
I know.
I think. Yeah.
It just.
You're living in the past, Chuck.
I know. I do that all
It's
the
a
time.
story of your life.
It's the story of his life.
I live in the past.
Story of your life.
But I saw one thing I wanted to talk about though because it reminds me of a movie. It's this kid swallows party toy and squeaks when he breathes.
Did you see it, or have you listened to the sound that the kid
Yes,
makes?
it's so great.
I haven't heard it yet.
Let me just.
He literally, like, every time he takes a breath, like
Yeah.
he squeaks like the toy.
I'm
Is it like a
It's like one of the like the party.
Like the kazoo kind
Yeah.
of ish.
This is the sound.
I don't know why they removed it, honestly.
That's hilarious.
Well, I don't know if he could talk. Like
He should have just kept
every
it.
time it was being
Because that's the ultimate party trick.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, check this out. And do
Breathe.
it. Yeah. Could you imagine him
Can you
working out,
imagine,
like
yeah,
breathing
working
out?
out, like, running?
Running down the street. That sounded weird. But that sounded like a damn duck just getting off. Yeah, that's hilarious, though. But it reminded me of...
Yeah, I was trying to think, didn't it happen in a movie or...
It reminded me of Me, Myself, and Irene. When it's a different thing, but when he breaks his nose and he tries
just
to
kinda
breathe.
whistles.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just whistles.
That's a very underrated Jim Carrey
Yeah.
movie.
It's like when you get the hanging booger that turns your nose into a whistle. When you're sick, and it's just kind of
one of those. I know what you're talking about.
the
but
Whistler.
I've never
Yeah.
had the
Funny.
pleasure of having that.
The Whistler. Yeah, they're rare.
They are
But-
very rare.
I love that part in that movie. And it goes on for like 20, 30 minutes. Like he has this breathing issue. It's so hilarious.
Poor kid,
Yeah,
though.
why
Like,
would you
do you
remove
have to
it?
get that like surgically removed,
kid.
or will
Yeah,
it
they
just?
said he had to go under surgery to get it, and it was teeny tiny. He must have maybe he was using it and it was broken or something, and he breathed in the actual piece that was making the sound because it was tiny.
Yes.
I expected it to be like a kazoo they had to remove. It was just a teeny tiny little.
Well, like if you look at the little party favorite, like it's the party horn or whatever. It's just like a little.
yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
reed on a woodwind, if you will. It just sort of. It's this piece that just sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that probably just got stuck and.
Yeah.
Earlier after New Year's, our dog ate those the the blowers. Not that I want to inflict any harm on him, but it would have been kind of cute if he had swallowed the noisemaker. And so instead of barking, he just
In,
Be a great
what is
dog.
it? Snatch, the movie Snatch. The dog swallows a squeaky toy, and like every time the dog barks,
maybe.
it squeaks.
Oh,
you haven't seen Snatch?
I don't know that I've seen that movie. Who's
It's
in that?
one of Guy Ritchie's. It's Brad Pitt.
seen it.
I've seen it.
Jason Statham, some other people,
Okay.
some stuff. But yeah, it's Guy Ritchie.
things.
It's one of his like earlier sort of gangster,
Gotcha.
British gangster movies.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a badass movie, mate. You check it out. Yeah.
Check it out, man. And Jason Statham's in it. He's a good
Yeah,
one.
he is.
Is Steven
He is.
Seagal in it?
No, he is not.
George Foreman in it.
No.
I
But they
don't know
did
who-
challenge each other. Well,
George
Foreman
Steven
challenged
Seagal.
Steven Seagal to a fight.
I think those guys are like
They're
70.
old. They're
They're
in
old.
their 60s.
Yeah,
I think they just
so-
want the money. They watched the McGregor, what's his face fight, and they just want all that money.
I don't think anyone.
Somebody
I mean,
said
they could
it could be the geezers at Caesars.
They could fill the audience with all their kids. George Foreman has like 10 kids, I think, and
They're all named
Steven
George.
Seagal has, they are, has like 7 or 8. It's like George Jr., George the 3rd, George the 4th.
Hey, George
the
7,
5th.
come here.
And how many does Steven Seagal have?
I think like 7 kids, 7 or
wow.
8 kids.
Oof.
It's a litter. When you have that many kids at that point, I consider that a litter.
But that would
that's a
have to be
litter.
at one time.
No,
Could be a
it's
litter.
I'm still
Like-
calling it a litter.
You could have like,
Who needs that many kids?
yeah, you don't need
Well, maybe if we were back in like the 1780s and you had to work the farm.
Gotta work for,
Put
gotta have
to work.
kids. Gotta have
Put 'em
kids.
to work.
Trying to spread the Seagal name.
I
You know?
do think it's funny that George Foreman named all his boys George.
Boy George.
Boy George.
Boy, George.
Why though?
Well,
Is he that
his,
vain?
His daughters are like George and Georgina.
Really?
Georgette.
Georgette.
I mean,
the ver-
look, okay.
Would you name your
Here's
if you had
the-
kids? Would you name them like Chuck, Charlie, Charlene.
I mean, I would name one probably.
You would have a junior. Would you have a junior if you had a kid?
I don't know. I'll decide that when that happens.
Get back to us in like 20 years.
Yeah, I've actually thought of some names for kids, but
just like random kids. Like, I'm going to call you Jeffrey.
no, like if I have a kid,
Yeah.
or a couple, I'd call. I have some names for them.
Are they
you gonna
real
share them
names
with
or are
us,
they
or
like
you
fun
keeping them
names?
secret?
No, they're names that would like.
You keep them secret so nobody steals them?
No, I mean, I tell you, I was wanting to name one. Anakin be great. Qui-Gon Jinn would be great. No,
Jar Jar Binks?
Jar Jar. Yeah, no.
Jar Jar Binks
R2D2.
Blaney.
I
Jar
thought
Jar
about-
Blaney.
Thought about. Oh, there you go. That kid would get picked on. So
Oh,
Yo, yo.
no.
I'd feel so bad. I'd treat him terrible too. If I can't name like a Jar Jar, I just hate him from the beginning.
See, I've always thought like Rose, Holly.
After plants, Violet.
What's my last name?
Oh, that's
Bush.
Bush. That's
Rose
actually
Bush.
really funny.
Or Ophelia.
Ophelia Bush.
That would be funny if you named all your kids
Oliver.
in a category of things.
Bush.
Like cheeses. I've always thought it would be funny if you had like 3 kids like
Gruyere.
Jack, Brie, and Colby.
Not Manchego.
Django.
Gorgonzola. This is Gorgonzola Blaney.
Blue. You're my boy, Blue.
Vasilios.
Feta.
Mozzarella.
Just an absurd name.
Gouda.
Gouda.
Gouda actually would be a funny
Gouda.
name. I'm trying to think of all the cheeses I know now.
I can just see teachers calling roll and be like,
Parmesan.
Gouda? That is me. Gouda.
I'm Parmesan.
And if he raced and he lost, you could say somebody smoked Gouda.
My name is Mozzarella.
Terrible.
Smoked Gouda. Where this is getting off the rails because we're talking about cheeses. I think it's time to hit the
just hit
Time to
button.
the thing.
go.
I'm going to make sure that I've got that turned up and we're going to cue us ourselves out.
Thanks for
Putting up with this again.
thanks for putting up with us again. We're talking about cheeses here at the end and kids. It's
And
great.
balls.
cheesy kids. So and packages. So thanks for joining, and hopefully you'll come
Back.
listen next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully we didn't lose you yet.
I think if they've stuck around this long, maybe they'll be back for the next one.
We'll
It'll be
work on
better.
it. Could be
Like,
better.
subscribe, listen.
Yeah.
Facebook watch.